lied, and I misled a lot of people.
Once hailed as the epitome of the alpha male on social media, why has the Liver King, the self-proclaimed preacher of superhuman strength through an ancestral lifestyle, now become a stark symbol of deceit, delusion, and self-destruction? The Liver King once set the internet ablaze, tearing into raw liver with his teeth, preaching a blood-soaked primal truth, and claiming to sculpt his physique solely through raw meat and sunlight. But behind all the savage theatrics, the truth came to light. The man who branded himself as 100% natural was actually funneling tens of thousands of dollars a month into pumping his body with steroids.
Yes, I've done steroids, and yes, I am on steroids.
He didn't just build a brand, he created a media cult, where chest thumping and sermons on masculinity became rituals of worship. But as legal battles began knocking at his door, the Liver King's empire, built on illusions and synthetic hormones, started crumbling piece by piece. Today, we'll peel back every layer of the mask, every lie, every brazen deception, to reveal the cold truth behind the Liver King. And when all the masks fall away, you're left with a question: is the Liver King a fraud, a victim of his own making, or merely a distorted mirror reflecting society's wild obsession with perfect masculinity? The Liver King isn't your average influencer. He's a self-made monstrosity, a fanatic draped in the mantle of the primal king to manipulate millions of followers. Picture a shirtless, muscle-bound man ripping into raw beef liver with his teeth, blood dripping down his chin, staring into the camera and bellowing, "This is how our ancestors lived." That's not a symbol of strength. It's a grotesque performance, an obsession with attention pushed to the point of repulsion. He doesn't just eat raw organs or animal testicles on camera, he turns these acts into a cult-like ritual, urging his followers to mimic him without a thought for the consequences. His videos are a relentless parade of provocation, from dragging trucks with his teeth, smashing processed foods with a sledgehammer, to bathing in icy water midwinter and sleeping outdoors like a beast. He calls it the ancestral lifestyle, but don't be fooled, this isn't a nod to history. It's a carefully staged spectacle designed to feed the crowd's morbid curiosity. A 2023 study from the Journal of Public Health sharply criticized the Liver King's diet, warning that consuming raw organs and eggs can lead to E. coli or salmonella infections, with potentially fatal risks for those with weakened immune systems. But the Liver King doesn't care. He spits in the face of science, branding doctors as enemies of strength and pushing his fans down this dangerous path. His eccentricity doesn't stop at personal stunts. He's turned the world into a stage for his madness, from blasting vegan foods with a rifle to declaring that vegetables are the poison of the modern age. This isn't just eccentricity, it's a blatant middle finger to reason, a fanaticism cloaked in the guise of natural living. The Liver King doesn't just want your admiration, he demands your worship, no matter the cost to your health or safety. In December 2022, the Liver King's facade was torn apart when YouTuber Derek Monroe from the channel More Plates, More Dates exposed leaked emails revealing a shocking truth. The Primal King was spending over $11,000 a month on steroids and human growth hormone, HGH. Those bulging muscles and superhuman feats he flaunted weren't the result of eating beef organs or living an ancestral lifestyle. They were the product of needles and chemicals. This wasn't just a lie, it was a massive scam that preyed on the trust of millions of fans who spent tens of millions of dollars on his supplements, hoping to become the strongest version of themselves. The scandal sparked a $25 million class action lawsuit led by Christopher Altomare and hundreds of other fans. They accused the Liver King and his two companies, Ancestral Supplements and The Fittest Ever, of defrauding consumers with false advertising, leading them to believe that buying his supplements and following his 9 ancestral tenets could achieve his physique. In legal documents, the plaintiffs branded the Liver King a systematic conman who deliberately hid his steroid use for profit. Though the lawsuit was dropped in March 2023 after an out-of-court settlement, the real cost was the Liver King's reputation, once built on millions of followers, now reduced to ashes. But if you think the Liver King's story is already wild enough, pause for a moment to consider his family, front and center in every video, from eating raw organs to joining his primal stunts. His wife Barbara, the Liver Queen, and their 2 sons, Rad and Stryker, are portrayed as primal warriors standing shoulder to shoulder with him. But the question looms, are they willing accomplices wholeheartedly endorsing this unhinged lifestyle, or merely victims coerced into the Liver King's theatrical charade? Barbara Johnson, known as the Liver Queen, was once a successful dentist before abandoning her career to embrace the ancestral lifestyle alongside her husband. In videos, she appears as the ideal wife, unwaveringly supporting her husband's organ eating, ice bathing, and supplement peddling antics. She even runs Croa, a cosmetics brand touting natural products. But does Barbara truly believe in the Liver King's philosophy, or is she simply playing the role of a dutiful wife to prop up the family's financial empire? In the documentary Untold, the Liver King, Barbara is depicted as a steadfast supporter of her husband's lifestyle. She's seen eating raw liver and joining the family in grueling workouts. Yet, certain moments raise doubts. Is she genuinely comfortable with this? Some fans on social media have pointed out that Barbara's eyes in the videos often lack enthusiasm, as if she's merely following a script. One comment on X read, "Watching the Liver Queen eat raw liver, I don't see joy, just endurance." Moreover, Barbara's decision to abandon her dental career to join her husband's primal empire raises questions about her motives. Was she swept up in the Liver King's ambitions, or was she an active player in the scheme to deceive fans? Either way, her role in promoting the supplements, raking in hundreds of millions of dollars, cannot be downplayed. She's not just the wife in the background, she's a key cog in the Liver King's marketing machine. The story takes a darker turn when we look at the Liver King's two sons, Rad, Liverboy, and Striker, Striker the Barbarian. In videos, they're trained from a young age to become primal warriors. Rad, just 13, has appeared in scenes butchering animals and eating 15 raw eggs a day, an act he himself described as disgusting in Untold: The Liver King. Meanwhile, Striker, the older brother, also partakes in extreme workouts and a raw organ diet. These images leave viewers shuddering, unable to shake the question, are these children willingly participating, or are they being coerced to prop up their father's brand image? In the documentary, there's a moment where Rad talks about eating raw eggs. It's really gross, but Dad says this is how you get strong. His words spark concern. Is the Liver King imposing his dangerous lifestyle on children too young to push back? Nutrition experts have warned that this diet is not only unsuitable for children, but could cause long-term harm. Consuming raw organs and eggs at a developmental age risks bacterial infections and nutritional deficiencies. Beyond that, forcing kids to engage in activities like butchering live animals could inflict deep psychological trauma. One comment on X summed it up. Watching Rad eat raw eggs breaks my heart. That kid has no choice but to follow his dad's orders. But are these the biggest scandals in the Liver King's bizarre lifestyle? Far from it. After the steroid expose and the $25 million lawsuit, the Liver King didn't retreat. Instead, he pushed his madness to new heights. From allegations of animal cruelty to unhinged behavior on social media, he seems to have lost all sense of restraint. In June 2025, a post on X sent shockwaves through the internet, accusing the Liver King of kicking his dog in a video. Though the video was later deleted, it sparked a firestorm of outrage from fans and animal lovers alike. One X user wrote, "The Liver King claims to live in harmony with nature, yet he kicks a dog? This is the real face of the guy." This act by the Primal King not only shocked his fans, but also directly contradicted the primal image he had built. While the Liver King always claimed his lifestyle was a celebration of nature and animals, actions like these reveal a deeply troubling inconsistency. And in June 2025, the Liver King found himself embroiled in an even more explosive scandal. His threats against Joe Rogan stand as the starkest proof of his unraveling control. In a series of Instagram videos, he challenged Rogan, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, to a bare-knuckle fight, hurling provocative taunts like, "I'll make you pay, and I don't need martial arts. I have primal strength." These videos didn't just showcase arrogance, they revealed a man losing his grip on reason, willing to do anything to defend his image. That arrogance led to his arrest in Austin, Texas on charges of making terroristic threats. Yet, even after being released, the Liver King continued posting videos targeting Rogan, even flaunting his ankle monitor like a badge of honor. He declared, "The videos will never stop," a clear sign he felt no remorse or learned any lessons from his past mistakes. These actions not only further tarnished his image, but also led many to question his mental health, especially given reports that long-term steroid abuse can lead to psychological disorders and impulsive behavior. It's clear that the Liver King isn't just a fraud, he's the embodiment of a digital age nightmare, a self-made monster so obsessed with the alpha image that he's blinded himself, trampling over every value to maintain his false aura. He didn't just deceive millions of fans with empty promises of superhuman strength, he deceived himself, refusing to face the reality that his ancestral lifestyle isn't a path to glory, but a dangerous road to ruin. The bloody meals, the unhinged performances, and the illusion of a perfect primal family all were meticulously staged to manipulate the minds of young people yearning to become their idealized selves. But when the curtain of truth was ripped away, we were left stunned, realizing that what we once admired was nothing but a performance, and the kings celebrated today can become tomorrow's laughingstocks. The fall of the Liver King serves as a warning about the importance of authenticity in the digital world, a world where anyone can become an idol with just a few videos, making authenticity more precious than ever. At the same time, the Liver King has eroded fans' trust in the fitness industry. He's not just an individual, but a symbol of a billion-dollar industry where influencers wield immense power over their followers' behaviors and beliefs. Once hailed as an icon of strength and primal living, The Liver King is now merely a cautionary tale of deception, madness, and the cost of fame. From raw organ feasts and eccentric antics to legal scandals and the collapse of his empire, he has delivered a saga steeped in controversy. But does the story end here? In a social media world brimming with countless other figures, each concealing their own secrets and scandals waiting to be exposed? Do you want to learn more about influencers who lost everything due to their own deceit? Watch our upcoming videos to uncover more hidden corners of the digital realm